Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Courtney. I'm a stay-at-home mom, wife, and author. And it is Friday, so we're gonna do a Friday flip through. I apologize for my radio silence last week, but if I am being completely honest, and you will see it in my planner, I was on the struggle bus last week, not gonna lie. And yeah, you may also notice that I am back in my apricot from Moterm. This is the personal size if you're new here. Actually, it's the personal luxe in veg tan apricot, and I use Franklin Covey compact size inserts, and I have it set up for August. So let's do a little flip through. August is my birthday month. And yeah, I was feeling a little bit celebratory, question mark, maybe. I don't know. I have conflicted feelings about my birthday, but I love pink, I love bows, so here we are. Yeah, and I also got these dividers from Simply Create Doodles. Even though her shop is now permanently closed, I was lucky enough to get these during her last period when she reopened her shop for, I don't know if it was like a couple of weeks or a month or what it was, but I ended up getting some dividers from there, so I thought that I would put them in for August. So here we go. This is just like a pin. I have it stuck through the leather. I don't plan on getting rid of this planner, so it's fine. All of the dashboards I made myself. This is digital paper that I bought off of Etsy and just printed out. I also have been feeling a little bit like, I don't know, crafty and wanting to get out my like scrapbook paper and little bits of ephemera and whatnot, and just, I don't know, make a mess if my office is any indication of what's been happening the last couple of days. So I did this little collage on the back. I did, sorry, my son, my husband, I think, just got off work and they are grilling or making burgers for dinner. I made the section covers as well in Canva to kind of go with the pink and red and girly situation. So, but other than that, nothing has changed. I have my notes and list section in here. I'm using a couple of different inserts, whatever I feel like using. I also cut down some Stology paper and punched it in. So yeah, I also got these sticky notes from the Dollar Tree, so I just stuck some in here. This is another divider from Simply Create Doodles. This one, sorry, this one I have upside down just so I can get to my monthly section. And then this is just like a little, I think it's like a little bookmark, but I am currently not using a bound book. Well, I am for my journal, but so I just have it on a piece of acetate. So yeah, this is my monthly section. Still using my same month on 2-page inserts. You can see July was like super chill when you compare it with Like May was busy. June, the end of June was kind of busy. July, we have done nothing. Don't know what September's or August is gonna look like yet, but this is just, I track my son's sick days on this. Family photos. And then this is also like the side dividers. Those were like top tabs. These are the side tabs. This is my goal section. I moved it from the back of my planner to the front of my planner just because I really need to be in it more. And then I also got this little like Polaroid frame. So I have a photo of my husband and I in there, and I just kind of taped it on this. All of these are digital papers from Etsy. This is a little envelope from like a scrapbooking little box I got from Amazon, and I want to take this down. Oops, sorry, that was noisy. I have been, one of my favorite things to do, I should say, is to watch planner flips on Redbook, or Red Note. Is that what it's called? I think it's called Red Note. I don't know. I'm still over there. I don't post anything because I don't want to like mess up their algorithm. But I still have my account over there, even though I am also like back on TikTok. But and I love the way, like all of which if you didn't know, like Red Note is like a Chinese app, and it's sort of like Pinterest and TikTok like combined into one. But anyway, they're like beautiful, beautiful planners over there. And I love the way that their planners they have all of these little bits like layered with each other, and I'm kind of obsessed with it right now. So I have this little envelope from a scrapbook kit that I got off of Amazon like a couple years ago, and this little like envelope was in there, and so it had some little bits of paper that I stuck in there in case I want to use them. These are from a scrapbook pad, and I just taped them on the back. This is just a leftover piece from some of like the crafting I was doing. So yeah, this is my goals section. Nothing has really changed here. I'm in the process of doing my goals for August, which I should have done last week because today is July 31st, but here we are. Yeah, anyway, so this is my vision board for the year. I made it on Canva. It was originally in a bigger planner, and I just resized it and punched it in here. More family photos, my like planning routine, like the breakdown of the steps and what I do and all of that. Master task list that I need to update, some blank listing inserts. These are my like goal categories, and then this is my Q3 goal, my Q3 goals, and then these are my July goals. Like I said, I have not done anything for August, but yeah. So these were all of the sheets for my July goals and action steps. And yeah, this was last week, and you can see I barely filled them out. I didn't really do anything. I haven't officially done my July review, but I did get my August goals set up. So I kind of did some action steps this week, I don't know. I feel like if I don't get my planning done on Saturday or Sunday, then I'm like playing catch up all week. And I didn't. I meant to do it on Monday, and then I ended up like FaceTiming with my daughter and my grandkids, and the night just got away from me, and I've been playing catch up ever since. So I need to get my August goals in here and then get things set up for next week so I can hit the ground running. It's so crazy to me that like next week will be almost like 2 weeks into, well, like nearing the halfway point of August. Like, time is just bizarre. Anyway, I also have these mind mapping inserts from PeanutsPlannerCo. I'm trying to figure out my whole 2026 planner nonsense. And so I am just using these for project planning. I have have had other project planning inserts in the past, and I just think they don't work for the way that my brain works. I'm not really a very linear thinker. I'm more of like a sort of, I don't know, brain dump all over the page and kind of figure it out that way. And I think one of the like most important things that I have realized about like goal setting and figuring out project planning for myself as someone who is like neurodivergent is that like it's okay to not do things the way everyone else does them, or to not go through the steps the way that they look for everyone else. And so having a really like open mind and being flexible to the things that I am using to set up my planner, especially like in terms of goal setting, has been really, really like useful for me. So yeah, that's that. Wait, what did I do? Oh, I must have done this backwards. Oh well. And then, yeah, this is just like my yearly printout where I just kind of mark off days that I know I won't be free to kind of work on things. I don't have that many for August. I have, I think the 14th marked off because I don't know. Oh, I do know. The 14th is the day before school starts. So I'll probably be like getting my kid ready to go back to school. And then the 24th is my husband's birthday. And then the 30th is my birthday. So, yeah. And then this is kind of what I use to track like my work so that I know when I am reviewing my goals and action steps and all of that at the end of the month, I have something that I can look at and really see that I've been working or I haven't been working, or what I've been working on and what is kind of getting more of my attention. So this is also an insert from PeanutsPlannerCo. So I have August set up, and then yeah, some more little like layering goodies from that same scrapbook box. And then my next section is like my actual planning section. I also made this on Canva. I did another little collage thing. So this is just my weekly. This is an insert that I had custom created from Crafective Paper. So if you're looking for something specific and you're not finding it, I would reach out to a printable shop and see if they do customs and if they would be open to creating something for you. This shop was very easy to work with, and I think she had finished the custom for me like within 3 or 4 days. So you can see this was last week. We didn't even have a lot of things on our schedule last week, and this is my time blocking, which if I didn't mention, this is kind of where I do my time blocking and kind of set things up. This is like ideally what I want to be doing during the week and days and all of that. I tend to list my videos up at the top, and you can see for this week, I really did nothing. No videos went up, no posts went up, no nothing. And it just is what it is. So this is the current week. It's gotten a little bit better this week. And honestly, you can see like I really didn't even plan out my week until Tuesday. So, yeah, it's just, I really don't know what's been going on. I have a lot of, in the last couple of weeks, my anxiety has really like spiked, and that has kept me from being as productive as I want to be. And that's really the only thing that I can pinpoint right now. I have this wide checklist from PeanutsPlannerCo. I am going through and trying to put down this is sort of where I brain dump everything I want to do during the month. And then when I am, and these are just sort of like assorted kind of tasks. They may not be related to any sort of project or goal. They're just something that I want to do. So when I'm planning my week and making my weekly action steps, I can refer back to this list to get things like on my schedule. So that's there. I have my weeklies for August in here. These are just like sticky tabs, and I don't know where I got these date stickers. I think they came with some dividers I bought from Amazon, actually, I think. And then my next section is my daily section. So this is kind of how my pages turned out for July. I will quickly flip through them. They did get some pretty good use. The weekends, not so much. I don't necessarily always use my planner on the weekends. You can see that it's mostly pen, and yeah, and then this is the current week, and then this is today. So this is more kind of just from that same scrapbooking box. I am so sorry for the glare. I have my ring light on because it is very overcast and rainy today. So yeah, these are all of the things that I wanted to do today. I am currently filming this, and I started cleaning up my office, but I have not yet. And then I also got this little today page marker so that I can just come into, I think I'm going to put this at the beginning of the week so I can come into where my daily pages start for that week. And then just more like ephemera bits that I put in here. These are my daily pages for August. I am actually going, so these were dated daily pages from the Planner Room shop. I like them, But I think for August, because we're going back to school, that I need a little bit more space. So I am going back to a day on 2 pages. These are actually new inserts from a new to me shop. And I can't remember what it's called. But I will list them in the description box if you're interested in them. So I still get my timed day. I get a really long checklist because I'm just going to dump everything that I need to do in one list and get it done. And then I have plenty of space for notes, micro journaling, all of that good stuff. So this is the rest of the week. And then I have the entire month ready to go. And then my next section is my trackers. So my trackers are, I'm sorry, I have like a hiccup stuck. My trackers are going fairly well. Like I said, last week was a bit of a mess, and I didn't go back and try to figure out anything. This is just like my gratitude log. It's fine. I missed a couple of days. I need to do my reflection tonight on the month. I have August set up and ready to go. And then this is that same insert that I use for my son. I use for my fasting blood sugar log. And then this is just like my daily habit tracker. So it's going okay. Workouts were just a wash this month. I have sort of my habits set up. I need to decide like what I want to track in terms of like cleaning or chores, or if I want to track anything, and add those tonight. And then I have a couple of those filled out. This is my mental health and sleep tracker. All of that is going well. Well, as well as can be. Well, in terms of me tracking it, not always well in terms of what it is. You can see my depression and my anxiety have kind of been spiking. My mood's been kind of all over the place. My sleep has been whatever. So yeah, we're just a mess right now. But anyway, I'm a mess that's ready for, oh my gosh, I wrote July here and it's August. Why did I do that? Gonna have to white that out. So yeah, that is set up, except for I wrote the wrong month on there. Like I said, I'm a mess. This is my like yearly kind of symptom log. It's been going okay-ish. I've been having some headaches, but I actually have not been feeling very well either. I don't know, for like the last week, I've had like this congestion, this really bad cough. It's not a little bit of wheezing. I've had to use my inhaler. It's not COVID, so I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, hopefully it goes away soon. This is like my sort of hobbies, fun stuff log. I don't know what I'm calling it, but I track my reading, my tarot, gaming, and like a creative hobby. I have not been gaming much this month. Or really doing anything. I did start listening to an audiobook that I'm enjoying. I did pull out my watercolors and kind of try to get creative in my journal, and that's been fun. I pulled out all of my paper stuff and had a little crafty scrapbook session, so I think that was kind of good for my mental health. But yeah, and then this is just like my health log. I have one for me, one for my son, and then this is just my personal section. So I just have my like spending log, order tracker, passwords, all of that good stuff. And then I have a page lifter. This is just a photo strip of me and my husband, and some cards that I rarely use in the back. I have my little pouch with some stickers in it in here, and that is really it. I can close this, but I'm afraid it will bend my divider, so I'm not closing it. I wish I could, like, I don't know, maybe I'll get like a little band and put around it or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm set up for August. I'm ready to go. I'm hoping to kind of hit the floor, or hit the ground running. That's how the saying goes. I have a lot of stuff that I need to do in August, so I really need to like get my shit together. But famous last words. Anyway, that is how my month looked in my planner for July. I like my setup for August. It was a little complicated to get here. I had made like all these little like collages and whatnot with this other paper, and I was going to use my indigo, and I typically, because I have my hole punches like one that you can slide it, right, for different size inserts, and I will typically test punch a piece of like scrapbook paper to make sure that I have it on the right settings and like double check myself. I made like 6 little dividers and whatnot, spent all last night crafting and thinking I was setting up my planner, punched them with full confidence, and they were in the wrong set, like the wrong hole setting. So one was at personal and one was at pocket. And so they were only slightly off. It was very maddening, and I did not have enough paper to redo those. So we had to come up with a plan B, but I actually think I like this a little bit better. So maybe it was meant to be. Anyway, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, hit subscribe, turn on your notifications, you know, do all the YouTube things. And yeah, thanks for spending part of your day hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.